Well, today I did an auction preview. This one has some red power and some good red power. One extremely rare international tractor, and there's very few like it built. Like only, I'd say there'd be only about 20 of them built, if that. And I'll give you a hint, it does not have international harvester power in it. It's got a Continental engine. And the auction company that I was with the owner quite a while. He's a very good guy. I hope they do very, very well on the tractor. I'm not in position to buy this tractor right now. I certainly would if I could. But I'm hoping somebody else gets one. And there's one of them kicking around our place probably too, so that's another reason. But let's just check this stuff out now. Here's a 350 Wheatland, which 350 Wheatlands are built specifically for Western Canada. This one is a diesel, and there are very, very few 350 Wheatland diesels ever built. Like this one, they butchered up the fenders and butchered up the platform, which is unfortunate. But you look over here, fenders and platform come with it, better ones. So you could certainly fix that. You could certainly fix this up good. Tires are good. Like this one's down a bit, but this one's brand new. 14,928 is brand new. Brand spanking new ones. You can't get better than that. This is running and the tack is working. Look at the shape of the drawbar on this tractor. This tractor's well kept. It's got the live PTO. It's a very, very nice tractor. Brand new rims on it. It's nice and straight. The only thing is they mounted these up here, and I don't know why. The diesel sign goes here, 350 goes here, Wheatland Special goes here, and the Wheatland Special is the decal, a white decal, and you can see it was there. But it's of course been painted over. It's got a single remote on, which is standard. It's got the original conduit over the battery cable. Nice and straight. This one does not have a torque amplifier. Look at that. I'm gonna see if that's genuine or not. This has torque amplifier on here. It's deleted. Look at that. 10180 S. S means it had a torque amplifier and the provision for a live takeoff. So this has been deleted. But other than that, look at their new seat. Like somebody spent a lot of money on this tractor. Honestly, I would put a torque back if I had it, but it comes with these platform fenders. I guess it's a good restoration project, and honestly, this may well be one of the scarcest. It's definitely one of the scarcest internationals built. Like this Wheatland package is only available in Western Canada, and only a handful of them were diesel. Like, I doubt if there are more than 20 of these built like this. I doubt it. So there's a nice 350 Wheatland diesel for somebody. This one's running, and look at that. The tack works and it shows 3901.7 hours. One other thing, the headlights came off of something else. These are not the original headlights for the tractor. Nor the rear lights are not original. The rear light's not original either, but you can get reproductions for it. It's easy to get the stuff right to make this right. But this is a good tractor. Here's a 300 utility. They advertised as a diesel. It's not, because these are not available in diesel. They're only gas, and this one's gas. It's got the underslung exhaust, which they should have. Tin's actually good on it, despite the fact that it's a loader tractor. The hours show 2081.1. They wouldn't surprise you if that's that tack looks functional, but I could be wrong. It's got a backhoe attachment on it. It's got just the drawbar. This tractor never had a torque amplifier. Look at that. Like that's all plugged where the torque amplifier would go. I don't think this tractor is equipped with a torque amplifier ever, which is rare for a 300 utility. They always have torque amplifiers. There again, 4775J. This has never had a torque amplifier, this tractor. It's got this loader and backhoe attachment. It'd be a nice tractor without that, actually. Getting brand new front tire. Scout is the brand of that. And there again, just the transmission drive PTO, no torque amplifier. So this is fairly plainly, and this one has just the drawbar on it, never had a fast hitch, so it's a very plainly equipped 300 utility. It does have a single hydraulic valve on, though it did have hydraulics. It's missing the international signs, but the tin is really good on this tractor. They started to paint it a bit and stuff. It's a real nice little 300 utility. This tire's not the best, but the other three are decent. And with a backhoe attachment, it's a nice rig. And they didn't butcher anything to put that backhoe attachment on. So there you go. Nice outfit. Here's a Cockshutt 99, where Oliver 99 did there again. That was uncovered and the manifold split wide open, but it's got steel. So, well, this had rubber, and they just made steel on the front. It was half steel, and it's got steel on the back. It's a project tractor, to say the least, but it is the way it is. There's a Cockshutt 99 for somebody. Here's a little Ford tractor, probably a 9N, I think. It's got nice back tires on it. Like, this is very nice. This is like new. The rubber's like new, and of course these are a 3-point hitch tractor. This one is brand new. Nice outfit. Someone put a Caterpillar oil pressure gauge, or it's actually a fuel pressure gauge they're using for oil pressure, but which I find just isn't right. But it's a nice little tractor for somebody. So there you go. Here's an Allis-Chalmers. I think this is a 6080 front wheel assist. This is a nice outfit. A nice straight tractor. It's got power adjusted rears, and its front wheel assist. It looks really nice for a, it looks like a nice Ellis. It's got 3-point. It's got the top link. It's well taken care of, you can see that. These are Ranger plow guide. These are plow grip. That's been a while since these tires have changed. Like, this hasn't done much work in the last few years, I could guarantee you that. Shows 1947 hours, and they wouldn't doubt that was right. They're a very nice tractor for somebody. Here's a white 5542 combine. Very nice machine. Like this looks like it's been shedded for, looks like it's always been shedded. Very nice. I'll go through the implements fairly quickly, at least some of them. Here's a nice heavy wagon set up for hauling round bales. Here's a little grain cart. It's older, but look at the shape it's in. Here's a set of diamond harrows. I don't know what kind of a drawbar this is. Here's a plow. It's definitely John Deere. It's not another plow painted in John Deere colors. It is definitely a John Deere plow. This one's got the throwaway shears. This is a 3-bottom plow. This was a rope trip and somebody converted it for a hydraulic cylinder, but this is nice. This is a real nice John Deere plow. It's all rubber tires and stuff. Shoot, this is tempting. I wouldn't mind getting a 3-bottom. Very nice plow. The bottoms are in fairly good shape too. Nice outfit. Oh, what this thing is. Something for hay. I've never used something like this. Let me know if you have. Here's a John Deere 5-bottom plow. Definitely looks like a Deere. It's got throwaway shears. This is nice. It's a nice plow. Real nice plow. It's got the coulters and everything, and you can see they just changed the shins on it and stuff. This is a nice, new rubber. This is a nice John Deere plow. It really is. Here's a Gale mixer mill. This looks like a New Holland hay bine. Here's a couple IH balers. Here's a very nice 27. It's the later 27. I think it's missing the piece that goes, well, no, it goes over here, the cover, like 440 has. But it still looks like a nice baler. Here's a 440, I think, baler. I'm pretty sure this is a 440. This one, well, it's been a while since it's baled. Doesn't mean it won't bale again. Yeah, this is a 440. Somebody put a bigger tire on this side. They originally had just a little one. Somebody put a bigger tire on. And they built one of these guards out of plastic. But it works good and it looks fine. So there you go. Here's a New Holland hay bine. Here's a disc of some description. Not sure what this is. It could be IH. I don't know if it is or not. I don't know what this is. I think it's been a while since it's been used, but the discs are in good shape. Like, there's no reason I wouldn't be scared of it. Could be a mini. It looks like it could be a Minneapolis, actually. But it looks good. The front discs are down though. There you go. Here's this is a 2-bottom plow. First I thought it was IH, but I looked at the rope trip setup and it definitely is not IH. It's a Massey. Here's a Massey 2-bottom plow. Little Massey 30 or something like that. Be good with it. Here's a bale wagon, a New Holland 1033 stack liner. Here's an end-wheel drill, a Massey Ferguson, so this is early 60s. This is for cow. I not did the cow, but some cow thing. Here's a New Holland shit spreader, 679, a big one. It looks like they reformed it, actually. It looks good. Here's a New Holland chain baler, 855. Here's a pair of Helston hay bines. This one's a 1014 hydro swing. You see, these use PTO hydraulic pumps to run them instead of a drive line. And here's a 1010, I assume that's a 14, this is a 10. So there you go. Here's a Case IH round baler, I think it's 8460 or something like that, a hardcore baler. Here's a V-rake. Here's a one-arm bandit. This is a Morris chisel, I believe, a CP 7519, I think, something like that. Looks nice, actually. It is missing a shank, a shovel. This one's got shovels on. I'm not sure what this thing is. I haven't seen anything like it. You know, here's a little land roller. Here's a little screen cleaner. Some kind of green cleaner, screen type, like a Snowco, but I don't think this is a Snowco brand one, but could be. Here's a Cockshutt chisel, 216. An earlier one. Here's a John Deere mixer mill. Looks like a real decent one, actually. Here's a 3-point hitch V-rake. Here's an antique and silage cutter. Look at that. This one, somebody put a V-belt drive on it, but originally it would have had a flat pulley and been driven with a belt in the tractor. George White, London, I assume I'm guessing it's London, Ontario, but I could be wrong. Here's a John Deere 4-bottom plow. This one's a real nice one too. This one's got throwaway shears on, which is a good thing. Be just perfect for a John Deere. Real nice. This is a nice old plow. It's got all the coulters and everything. Here's a little buck rake. I don't know what brand it is. Here's a side delivery rake. Looks like Massey or New Holland or something like that. It's a Massey MHF, so it'd be 1950 because I think we're early 60s. And here's an Allis-Chalmers chisel. About 14 shank, I think. I haven't counted them. 4, 6, 12 shank. And here's a little grain wagon for somebody. Here's a John Deere number 5 sickle mower. Looks nice. My grandpa actually bought one of these brand new. It looks decent. It looks like it'll run again. Here's a 3-point hitch plow. I believe this is Case. It's the orange and green. I think this is a Case plow. Here's a 3-point hitch cultivator. Not quite a, well, I guess it would be a chisel, but probably a vibra chisel almost. I don't know what this stuff is. Here's a one bottom 3-point hitch plow for a little tractor. Here's another sickle mower. I'm guessing this is Case too. Yeah, it is. This is just a 5-foot one, just a little guy. Not gonna put these in the results, but here's a 3-point hitch blade. Here's one with kind of box scraper with scarifier teeth. Here's a little rototiller, post dogger, back blades, and there's some buckets for backhoe. This is a 3-point hitch version of a carryall. It looks well done. Here's a nice forge, Canadian Buffalo Forge Company, and it's got the, it looks like there's another blower there, parts, and it's complete except the legs missing, and these legs are just pipes, so fact, they aren't even that, but you could build them out of pipe and build them better. Look at that. Here's an older Maytag washer with a ringer. Like this is the this is one of the latest ones that are like this, I'm sure. One of the last ones before everyone went to, and it's electric too, but before everyone went to conventional washers and dryers that we see today. This is what they had. This is a nice late one too, and it looks like in nice shape. A 350 Wheatland diesel, that is something like the 350s with in a diesel are rare to start with, but to have that Wheatland package on a diesel, that's incredible. Like, I know I've seen one other. I've only seen one other with my own eyes, and I've been doing tractors for my whole life, and I've only seen one other in person. Only one, and I saw one on YouTube too that one time, and that's it. There's only three. That's one of three of them that I've known of. And keep in mind that the 350 was Wheatland was built for Western Canada, and now you stop and think about that. You eliminate Saskatchewan pretty much. There might have been an odd one there, but they're all big country. Like they is, for most part, Saskatchewan there was big 650 country. Manitoba, maybe a few of them showed up there, and Alberta is where the majority of them came with the smaller farms, the smaller acreages. So this is 350 Wheatland country, and if you find any, it would be here. But to find one in diesel, that's virtually unheard of. And the 300 was very rarely equipped too. It was like a 350 Wheatland. It was very unfortunate the torque amplifier was deleted. With 300 utility, it was not deleted. That was factory. That one was equipped without the torque amplifier to start with. So, and then to have it had the transmission drive PTO, and you could get them without the torque amplifier with the live PTO too. And you could get it, so and it was just a drawbar tractor, so it was very plainly equipped 300, but it was nice. There's a lot of good stuff there, a lot of good implements. Those John Deere plows are all pretty nice. It's a good little sale, like, and like I got things mixed up, and one of the things I was getting, and I talked to the owner, I said, hey, like today was viewing day, and I was like, well, I talked to him, and I was like, well, one viewing day is not that good of an idea. And what he meant by viewing day is you could view anytime you want, but this viewing day, they had coffee and pop and donut and cookies and popcorn and all kinds of neat stuff for everybody. So the viewing day is not just a single viewing day. Viewing day is the day where they treat you royally, sort of thing. So it's a very good auction. I hope they do. I hope he does extremely well on this auction. I hope this video has earned your subscription and a like. We'll catch you at the next one.